Hey guys, Garage 79R. It's a beautiful Saturday in COVID town. Hope you all are safe, feeling good. Uh, Not a whole lot going on, just working. Um, Messing with Earl, getting it ready for TrackCross, hopefully in a couple weeks. It's kind of still 50-50 if it's going to happen or not. So, took off the 14-inch cozies, which weigh like nothing, but they have regular Falcon street tires on them. So I'll put on my, whoa, I'm getting a weird glare there. My 15-inch cozies with 205/50 Dunlops. Where are the Reza Z11 or Z2 or they're tires. So they're on. They're filthy. The last time I drove on them, when I had them on Floyd, it was rainy and muddy out in the lot here. So I want to go wash them off once I leave here. But not a whole lot new because it's just all this nonsense. Well, not nonsense. I mean, it's a legit fear and issue, but we're not going to talk about that. So I've been busy. I've been working with another shop, my buddy's shop, developing an exhaust for the brand new Corvette, and that's coming out pretty good. We already made the first, first test piece, and we like the sound. It's never going to sound like a front engine car. The short exhaust coupled with the way they have the cats, it's always going to have kind of a flat sound. But we're going to experiment and see if we can get some proper music out of them. A lot of the people are making like straight pipes, and they just don't sound good on them. Straight pipes generally just don't sound good at all. They're just noise. Got a pretty sweet Turbo SE300 here, waiting on parts to show up to do a real nice stainless exhaust on it, 3.5 inch. But yeah, nothing new. Hope you all doing good. So the weather is starting to crack. It's like mid-60s today. You can hear the birds chirping. Oh, got a tip. When tapping, use, like I like to use, because my 8 1/4 tap is a 1/4 inch square drive. So I use it on a 8mm socket. And there you go. Makes it nice and easy. I'm putting a spare tire in Earl that hasn't had one. And the threads were really rusty. So I'm just damn it. There we go. So I'm just cleaning them out with a tap. I already wire wheeled this and put some anti-seize on there, some goop. So that's what I'm doing. Just a little bit this, a little bit that today. So it's really nice out. Earl drives so good now. The bump stops make it so much nicer to drive. And yeah. Soon I ordered a bunch of stuff for the Yaris and the Highlander. Maybe I'll do some videos on that stuff. The Yaris is about to hit 160,000. I like to do water pumps at every 80, so this will be the third water pump I put on it. And I'm also going to rebuild the entire cooling system. Why am I getting such a bad glare there? Oh well. And doing a new radiator, got a new Denso radiator, new hoses, new belt, new water pump, new coolant. It's still got the original coolant. It's a little watered down because I had to add to it because I had a leak once. Because I have an intake manifold spacer and I moved everything, and then one hose kind of split and leaked out a little bit. No big deal. The only thing I'm not changing is the thermostat, and I might do a radiator cap later. Right now I'm not going to, but I might get like a TRD or a Grady cap just because. But I'm not doing that right off the bat. That's later. I just made a little extra money the last week selling a motor, so I'm using it to get some maintenance caught up on the cars. So I got all that. I got new valve cover gaskets, new intake manifold gaskets as well for the Yaris. I'm going to take the intake manifold off, clean it out. I have to have 2 gaskets because I have that 2-inch spacer on it. So yeah, I'll probably do a video kind of showcase that spacer. I mean, it's no longer in production as far as I know. Let's see here. Highlander's getting all new motor mounts because they're floppy. The Highlander's just about got 150 on it. When that hits 160, I'm going to do the timing belt, valve cover gaskets, because they're leaking on that. The Yaris is actually not leaking, but I just want to take the valve cover off, look inside, check the tension on the chain, and maybe do a quick paint job on the valve cover. Nothing special, maybe just silver. Or I might do my blue. I kind of like doing my blue. I don't know, we'll see. See how the mood strikes me. Let's see. Yeah, so the motor mounts for the Highlander. Highlander needs suspension still. I want to wait and see. I got a lot of work coming up. I might be able to buy coilovers for the Highlander. And no, I'm not going to drop it. If anything, it's going to be stock height, if possible. There's actually quite a few companies that make coilovers that fit it. But yeah, most of the time you get coilovers to lower a car. I don't necessarily want to lower the Highlander, but I want to firm it up a little bit. It's pretty floppy cock right now, so we'll see. Tanabe's got this new line called Revel or Reveal or whatever how it's supposed to be said, and it's supposed to be more like a touring suspension. Like it's still supposed to be supple, but just more controlled. So I'm leaning towards getting that. I emailed them, asked what's the height, you know, like can I still get stock height or there we go. Sorry about that. I emailed them, see if you know if I can still get the stock height or at least close to it. I don't necessarily want to drop it. I don't mind maybe a little bit, but if anything, I just want stock or even a pinch higher. But we'll see. I'll make that decision then. But yeah, so right now, the motor mounts are just trashed in it. So I just got all new stock style mounts, from Rock Auto, and I like to get Toyota parts, but they're astronomical in price, and I just can't swing it. I got to make do with what I got. I didn't make that much money selling a motor, so that's what's going on. Yeah, it's got 150 on it. 160 I'll do the timing belt, water pump, valve cover gaskets. The front one leaks on the manifold. When you come to a stop, you can smell it. Kind of reminds me of driving on my older Malibus that always leaked. Yeah, that'll get a full service. Oh, and I'll probably replace the whole cooling system then as well, just because that's still got the original radiator and hoses, and they're even older than what's in the Yaris, because the Highlander's an 06, the Yaris is a 2010. So I think 10 years is a good, at least 10 years for the Yaris. Like that's a good time to just replace all that. I don't need it to fail. I drive that car hard, especially with no traffic right now. Most of the time if I'm going down to Millersville, I am hauling ass down the road, often hitting the speed limiter in the Yaris. So there's no cars on the road. So that's what's kind of going on. No real progress with Floyd or on Malibu. Well, no, I did make my cross member for the transmission, but I'm not quite happy with it. So it's just it's enough to hold it in place. It's doing its job. It just, the front motor mounts allow it to tilt more than I like, and it puts more up and down motion on the cross member. So I might try to get different motor mounts for it, see how it behaves, and go from there. So that's what's happening. I still got the parts car Lexus here. I gotta get that stripped and out of here. Eventually I'll get back to Dustin's Paseo. I gotta switch the fuel system on it still and change the motor mount, because the motor mount on that's completely trash. I mean, I can rock the motor by hand, but I drove it up and down the street earlier, just knocked the rust off the brakes and get the tires round again. But I hope you all being safe. Be smart out there. At the very least, if we just kind of play it easy and keep our distances and whatnot, this can all be in the rear view. So have a good one. See you later.